Alright, so hey guys, so welcome to another Warframe video, and today we're gonna take a quick look at our newest primary weapon that was just released with Ibarra Prime Access, the Baza Prime. Now, first things first, if you want to get your hands on this, you get it just like any other primed weapon from a relic. So the blueprint is a rare drop from the Meso B4 relic, the barrel is an uncommon drop from the Letha W2 relic, the stock is a rare drop from the Axie B3 relic, and finally the receiver is a common drop from the Neo R3 relic. The Baza Prime is a Mastery Rank 10 primary SMG that does 16 damage per shot, 6.7 as puncture, 5.8 as impact, and 3.5 as slash. It comes in with very nice 28% crit chance, a massive 3x crit multiplier, and pretty decent 14% status chance as well. It can also fire up to 16.67 rounds per second. It has a 60 round magazine with 840 rounds in total, which is quite high, and it has a very fast 1.1 second reload. So when we compare the Baza Prime to the standard Baza, we can see that it has 2% more crit, it has a much better fall off stats, bigger magazine, faster reload, and 4% extra status. And I think the biggest difference here is actually the fall off, which I feel a lot of people are going to underestimate, but it's the difference between losing 50% damage at this kind of range and losing 50% damage at this kind of range. This I feel can comfortably cover the majority of the tile sets, whereas the standard Baza, which only had 34 meters, didn't. Now the build I ended up using on the Baza Prime only requires 2 Forma, both of which are AV, and it's a pretty standard Hunter Munitions viral setup. So it's running Serration for damage, Split Chamber for multi-shot, Point Strike, and Argent Scope for really consistent crits. Then we have Vital Sense for crit damage, as well as Vigilante Supplies for the ammo mutation, so we never run out of ammo, but to also have a 5% chance to enhance a crit from a yellow one to an orange one, and from an orange one to a red one. Then we're gonna put in Hunter Munitions, which gives us a 30% chance to proc slash whenever we crit, which is all the time, and we top it off with Malignant Force and Rhyme rounds for viral damage and status. Now I did try a bunch of different setups as well, like Corrosive and Heat, which is what you're watching right now, and while that did actually perform better than the Hunter Munition setup at lower levels, specifically versus Ferrite units, it lost versus pretty much everything else. This is why in the end I ended up going with the Hunter Munition setup, because it just scales much better the beefier the enemies get. Though it is still not that amazing. And I was honestly a little bit disappointed with the damage this does. It's not bad by any means, but it's not top notch either. But then again, that might just be me playing around with things that are a little bit too strong lately, like Heavy Attack Redeemer or Brivened Up Kuva weapons. The one thing that I will say about this is that it absolutely decimates the corpus. And finally, let's also take a quick glance at what the railjack performance is going to be, mainly against the commander, so if you board a cruise ship and a commander comes running it, and honestly, it's not too bad considering how damn tanky the commanders actually get once you get into Veiled Proxima. Now, one thing that I almost forgot about with the Baza, and it's something that should be mentioned, is that it is silent, okay? So you can use it from stealth and it will not break you out or alert enemies. Though that is not as much of a boon as it once was, now that we have Exilus mods for weapons, so if you want to silence a weapon, you just slap on hash and ta-ta, it's silent. So overall the Baza is, I'm not gonna say mediocre because it's not, it's definitely on like the higher end of weaponry, but it's not top notch. But I still like it because it just feels nice. I like that it doesn't have a lot of recoil, it really lends itself to that headshot playstyle, which works really well with Argent Scope and that massive crit multiplier, and it absolutely shreds the majority of the game, no problem. So if you want a really nice feeling SMG that can deal with the majority of the game, no problem, definitely pick this up. It's just really fun to use, and that's pretty much all I wanted to say, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.